But Mr. Jackson was determined to be like the first resort open back in Myrtle Beach after that storm.
Hurricane Hugo's prime target area, according to the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida, is our own backyard, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Category 3 hurricane, the likes we have not seen in probably 35 years.
The rain has just begun here. The winds have picked up. You must evacuate now.
We've endured a number of storms, but Hugo was the biggest.
I lived in the park at the time. It was kind of scary.
Let's bear in mind, high tide occurs sometime around 1:46 this coming morning, roughly the same time that Hurricane Hugo will be making landfall.
When Hurricane Hugo was out brewing, we knew it was going to be a bad storm.
What that will do is that it will make the impact of the storm just that much greater.
The arcade was on the beachfront, and I was very disappointed the next morning when I woke up because it was no longer there.
To come back to a shell of a building, you know, Greg and I's thoughts were like, what are we going to do now?
The wrath of Hurricane Hugo is being counted tonight.
The cleanup effort has begun. I really couldn't even begin to tell you how long it would take to get things back to normal here in Myrtle Beach.
The devastation was kind of something that I'd not experienced or seen before.
And when we came back, the beachfront was destroyed.
The tall sign had been twisted like a corkscrew.
The old arcade building, to see all that completely gone is kind of surreal in a way.
That was sad. It was flat. There was some of the tools and things like that left.
Seeing the damage on the Grand Strand as a whole, we were thinking, how are you going to rebuild from this?
But Mr. Jackson was determined to be like the first resort open back in Myrtle Beach after that storm. And we were open and operating, I believe, within a week.
We all came together, we all did what we needed to do. We rolled our sleeves up and we just jumped right in there.
As soon as we could, teammates came back in and cleaning up and getting ready to reopen. That's what you do.
It was a mess and it was a lot of cleanup. Fortunately, this company said, we've got a lot of work to be done. You guys get started, and that's kind of what we did.
How do you rebuild from that? And the answer is by that determination of people like Mr. Jackson.
It was heartbreaking to see how much damage had occurred. But as you can see, you can never tell a hurricane came through this place. Ocean Lakes is just, it's actually so much better now than it was then.
To me, that was probably the biggest event that changed the operation of Ocean Lakes forever.